Hi, I'm Pat Johnson with Tanzu Portfolio Marketing, and I'm here today to provide an introduction to VMware Tanzu. So today we're going to provide a little context about why VMware is here to talk about modern applications, then talk about the challenges and an overview of the solution portfolio, do a double click into Kubernetes operations and developer experience, talk a little bit about differentiation, and then wrap up. So let's start with some context. VMware has been in the software-defined data center for over a quarter of a century. Our goals early on were to help enterprise companies do more with their existing resources, to scale operations and enable businesses to move faster. In the process, though, we actually laid the foundation for the cloud model that we're all using today. Then VMware virtualized the entire data center, providing an on-premises private cloud with all the benefits of the public cloud. This enabled companies to accelerate business, get more efficient, and scale even more. And now we're on a mission to help our customers run more apps on more clouds at scale. Cloud technologies and applications bring their share of complications, though. With silos of cloud usage across on-premises, in public cloud, and increasingly at the edge, you can have widely inconsistent experiences for operations and development teams. Even in one cloud, you may find inconsistent Kubernetes distributions to manage. This makes scaling and security a big challenge. And even if an organization is concentrated on a single public cloud or a Kubernetes flavor today, in many industries, that's surfacing as a business risk to avoid. And applications are no longer monolithic. They're leveraging cloud-native practices and have a vast array of dependencies. Our customers are actively modernizing their existing applications as well as building new cloud-native apps from scratch. Plus, agile development and delivery means dealing with new software in production on a daily basis. All this makes building, running, and managing modern apps more challenging. And that's what VMware, powered by Tanzu, is here for now, enabling enterprise companies across all industries to make the most of modern applications on any cloud. Apps that generate revenue, connect people and systems, and automate processes. Applications that can be delivered fast and frequently, and that can take advantage of the flexible infrastructure of the cloud. These are applications that enable new business models. And modern applications are also on a steep growth curve, surpassing traditional apps by 2024. And IDC predicts that in just three years, the number of apps will grow from 195 million to 750 million. So software is the business today. So let's talk about how VMware can help enterprises be great at modern software. First, let's tackle the challenges that our enterprise customers are facing. Kubernetes has emerged as a new infrastructure as a service, that common abstraction layer that enables hybrid and multi-cloud. And our latest State of Kubernetes study confirmed that 65% of respondents say they're using Kubernetes in production environments in 2021. And as Kubernetes use grows with large numbers of small distributed clusters located across data centers, cloud platforms, and edge locations, organizations can lose their vital visibility and control, and security becomes a bigger concern. But instead of limiting cloud and Kubernetes options, teams can feel confident to expand them if they have a way to drive consistency and control. We ask our customers, how are you driving more consistency for your Kubernetes operations? And unfortunately, the software supply chain has become new ground for infiltration, with attacks increasing threefold in 2021. The primary problem areas in the software supply chain are vulnerabilities in open source applications, compromises in the pipeline tools, as well as source code integrity. And the increased security concerns can have a really detrimental impact on app delivery speed. So taking a DevSecOps approach to delivery enables teams to automate security in the software supply chain end to end. From developers using secure starting points and building blocks to code being continually verified on its way to production into securing that app in runtime. So we ask our customers, how are you leveraging DevSecOps today? And helping developers to go fast and be highly productive is one of the biggest things an enterprise can do to grow revenue. Unfortunately, in the cloud native world, developers are facing a crisis of unprecedented complexity. Public cloud and Kubernetes have exposed a large number of primitives that can be exciting for developers, but it can also be very overwhelming for them. There's also the assortment of application services on each cloud and the variations among them. No developer will have expertise on all these platforms, and many developers don't want to have to look under the hood of Kubernetes to be able to do their job. So we're asking our customers, how are you investing in the developer experience to increase velocity? And it's clear these challenges are felt with every organization we talk to. The development teams amassing large portfolios of cloud-native apps and juggling the extensive ecosystem of cloud-native tech and tools. The security teams concerned about exposure in the software supply chain and being able to fix CVEs fast enough. And the cloud and IT teams battling multiple cloud landing zones and decentralized operations. The platform teams, something that Gartner defines really well, are becoming more the norm within the enterprise. These teams, often made up of cross-functional members from cloud, software engineering, DevOps, and even security, are dedicated to maintaining and continuously improving shared self-service platforms. They enable scale across Kubernetes clusters and clouds, managing the platform that abstracts applications from infrastructure. Plus, they help application development teams to access the infrastructure resources on demand so that they can deliver their value faster. So I'm really happy now to introduce VMware Tanzu, the solution portfolio that can address all the modern app challenges I've just talked about and enable platform teams to thrive. So if you don't know already, Tanzu is built from some great companies that were leaders in the cloud-native software and open source solutions, like Pivotal, Heptio, Bitnami, and Wavefront. Plus, we've been working with the Spring community and its 5 million developers for the past 20 years. Our portfolio represents the full spectrum of capabilities that enables organizations to develop, deliver, and manage modern apps across any cloud more securely and at scale. So to deliver revenue-generating applications to market more quickly, Tanzu Application Platform enables our customers to build better software faster through a superior developer experience that works with any compliant Kubernetes offering. And then to operate cloud-native applications at scale in the enterprise across Kubernetes and clouds, Tanzu for Kubernetes operations enables our customers to build a platform for modern apps that's reliable, secure, and scalable. And finally, we know that great modern software is not just about cloud infrastructure, cloud native architectures, or what tools you use. It's just as much about the people and how they are set up for success. Supporting the people and cultural aspect of transformation is what makes it sustainable for your organization. So that's where Tanzu Labs comes in. We offer the consulting services for building and modernizing applications and platforms while simultaneously enabling teams to mature and scale their modern practices. So let's look at the Tanzu portfolio in the context of the day-to-day work of building, delivering, and managing modern apps, from supporting developer velocity to operating in production at scale. This is an effort that requires tight collaboration across development, security, and operational teams, ensuring each team's needs are met. But there's clear separation of concerns so that each role can be optimized for their jobs. Developers can focus on delivering key business logic. Security teams can ensure security and compliance guardrails are inserted end-to-end and automated. And operations teams or platform teams can focus on the platform and the applications and clusters running there. So starting on the right side of this flow, Tanzu for Kubernetes operations is a cloud-agnostic platform that provides a consistent operational framework for managing the security, compliance, and scale of modern apps. But it's equally important to consider how you enable developers to be their most productive with cloud-native patterns and for applications to be their most secure as they move to production. So Tanzu Application Platform is a rich set of developer tooling with a pre-paved path to production, from building and deploying software quickly and securely on any compliant cloud or on-premises Kubernetes cluster. And to accelerate time to value, Tanzu Labs can step in to help modernize apps, build platforms, and impart critical skills that will enable teams to scale. Only VMware has the breadth of capabilities and services to help modernize the entire existing IT stack and provide a ubiquitous developer experience. Now let's double click into some of these areas. Tanzu for Kubernetes operations provides global control over a Kubernetes estate. This includes managing policies across all Kubernetes distributions, including Tanzu Kubernetes Grid, which is our runtime, or Amazon EKS, Azure Kubernetes Service, Google Kubernetes Engine, OpenShift, and even managed Kubernetes clusters that a customer may have. It also includes the ability to connect and protect modern apps at runtime wherever they are deployed. And then the added benefit of having that visibility and meaningful data from across all the Kubernetes distributions and clouds so that the companies can optimize and troubleshoot issues faster. This is an enterprise-ready Kubernetes runtime plus an unmatched global control plane for fully managing all clusters and apps across clouds. Now let's touch on why Tanzu differentiation can bring great value to any organization. VMware Tanzu is a modular solution portfolio that can be relevant wherever a customer is on their modern app journey. In fact, we like to think of our offerings as platforms with opinions. We're helping them make sense of the vast cloud-native landscape with templates, best practices, and integrated tooling. But we're also providing flexibility so that they can incorporate solutions that are already in place. And we know that enabling developers to be more productive is key to delivering innovation. We're focused on jumpstarting developers with that rich set of tooling and a pre-paved path to production to build and deploy software quickly on any cloud and for any Kubernetes. And Tanzu is a key platform for executing a DevSecOps approach to application delivery. This is a core strength of the portfolio. We provide end-to-end security that's inclusive of securing the contents of the container images, their path to production, and how containers interact in production across clusters and clouds. And we are fully cloud agnostic. With VMware Tanzu, applications are freed from infrastructure. We enable organizations to cost-effectively operate modern distributed applications more securely and at scale, running workloads wherever they want. And we're also providing that consistent operator and developer experience regardless of the backing cloud. And finally, we are the easiest path to modernize applications and run them with Kubernetes, any Kubernetes. We're consistently in the top 3 contributors contributors to the Kubernetes open source software, as well as numerous other cloud native open source projects that are bringing innovation to modern applications like Carvel, Knative, Harbor, and Spring. So let's wrap this up by summarizing how Tanzu can help across the full spectrum of modern app development, delivery, and operation. We can provide the foundation of a modern application platform that will enable organizations to scale multi-cloud and Kubernetes operations with the right levels of connectivity, governance, observability, and automation. We can ensure the software supply chain is secure from app development to apps running in production. And we can enable a cohesive developer experience across any Kubernetes to speed application development and delivery cycles. But most importantly, we can help teams to transform with the skills and expertise they need in this world of multi-cloud and modern apps. So with VMware Tanzu, enterprise companies can achieve the key outcomes of speed, security, and scale that will allow them to accelerate their business. So thank you very much for your time today.